Thanks so much for joining us back on the Mud and Marble channel. Today we're going to talk about how to finance your first rental property. And many times this can be the thing that makes you very intimidated. You're excited about getting into real estate, you've seen the amazing wealth that you can build through it, but you feel intimidated to cross the line of thinking and doing about it into action, and that's because you feel like you don't have enough money. And I'm here to tell you that when Brent and I started building our real estate empire, we didn't do it with hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash. We did some unique, creative things. So I wanted to run through that with you today. So a couple of things. We started our very first rental property, which you can catch the video for that linked below, with $18,000, and we used a co-signer. That is, I think, really helpful to remember that co-signing is one of the power moves that you can do when working on cash flowing your rental properties. It's not that cash flowing helps you bring in more cash, but it basically helps solidify you in being a buyer that is credible. And so you can use a small amount of money, you can have a little bit of a different loan approach, and so co-signing is very powerful. The second thing is we used HELOC when we were really starting to scale in real estate. And so we had our personal residence and we were able to build a lot of equity in that through our own blood, sweat, and tears. And so we then pulled a HELOC on our home and used the money to cash flow many, many projects. So once we started doing more than one property, the HELOC was really, really critical. And if you haven't, be sure to catch that video where we talk about what a HELOC is and why it's important. And we also totally took advantage of the fact that you can open up credit cards with 0% interest for 6 months, even sometimes a year. And so we made sure to use our Lowe's card. I opened one, Brent opened one. We asked to increase our limits there, and so we were able to put things on Lowe's and then pay it off with the refi of the house, and so we never actually had to make interest payments or anything like that. We also used a Southwest card and we used a Menards card. So those are really, lots of people have different opinions on credit card use, but for us, it was a huge way that we were able to cash flow because we were able to purchase lumber for the home and different material on the card that we then didn't have to use our own cash or borrowed money for. So let's just go through that one more time. Co-signing is a superpower. HELOC, credit cards. Those are the three things that we used as we really started to build our rental portfolio and our real estate empire. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel because as you can see, based on this video, I've mentioned several other ones that you want to go watch, and we drop new content all the time. So subscribe and you're going to get all the latest notifications and updates of what we're dropping.